Hello, I'm Ron Dixon, horticultural tutor for Badgehurst Training College. We're making here some short video clips which show some of the commonest jobs that you may need to do, whether you're hoping to become qualified in horticulture or just a keen amateur gardener. I hope you'll find that the clips will be both useful to you and informative. Okay, here we're going to rotovate this area here. What we intend to do with the area is put in some bedding plants just for this year, because at the end of the season we intend to plant it out with shrubs as a mixed bed with some hardy perennials. You can see already in the bed we've got some sedum and Cicericium and some red hot poker. So Mike is now going to set the rotovator ready to turn this piece of ground over. Right, Mike has already checked this for oil level. You can see the foot there is adjusting it to give the depth of rotovating. As we've got 4 tines on here to give a broad sweep, he can go to the deepest setting, and he's checked it for the air filter as well, and he's now about to start it. The weeds that we have in here are all annual weeds. It's mainly creeping. You see, most of the weeds here are just annual weeds. We have creeping speedwell and chickweed and some sow thistle. So it's perfectly safe to rotovate these in because they're just going to die anyway. There were 1 or 2 perennial weeds which we've removed earlier on. As you can see, he's on his deepest setting, and it can keep going over this, just getting deeper each time. A bed like this should only take a few minutes. To actually fork and dig this bed over could take half to 3/4 of an hour. On a larger bed, the usual technique is to go all round the outside and gradually work yourself into the middle and then turn round and work yourself out. But with an informal shaped smaller bed like this, we needn't bother. We'll just rotovate it as it goes. You can see the rotovator's bouncing quite a bit because the soil is quite dry, and so we'll irrigate the bed when it's been planted up. Again, you can see it's a nice friable soil because it's been well treated over the seasons with lots of well rotted compost. So although again it's has basically a clay texture, in fact the structure of the soil has been well improved. As we're only going to plant some bedding plants on here, we don't need to have a very fine surface tilth. But when he's finished rotovating, he will clean the gullies at the side and just profile it over, ready for planting. One good tip in use of a rotovator is to make sure that the gearbox that is driving those tines is well topped up with heavy duty gear oil, because with the punishment it gets, there is a tendency to get a slight leakage there over a period of time, and of course it would be disastrous for the machine if that gearbox ran dry. This type of rotovator basically is called a cultivator. Some rotovators are driven with wheels on the front and the tines are at the back, and the depth is then set by just leaning heavily on the back. And the advantage of that type of rotovator also is that you can have a forward and reverse gear, and so you don't have to haul the machine around corners so much. is to tidy up the bed, get a reasonable profile on the top so it slopes up from the gullies. Gullies are reasonably clean, and just a rake over the top, and then we're going to put some fertiliser on it.